listen to this. I've got 3 massive stories out of Paradise today. Luke McCowan's spoken about that eerie silence at Parkhead. Brendan Rodgers has dropped a worrying wee hint about Arne Engels. And the last one could shake the very boardroom to its core. You don't want to miss it. Stick with me right to the end. Massive thanks to you for helping us smash 1,000 subscribers. But that's just the start. With more than 2,000 views on every story, if you hit subscribe right now, we'll fly past 1,500 subscribers, all backing the Celtic. Let's prove once again that our support is miles beyond anything the Rangers could ever muster. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. You know what? This whole business with the silence inside Paradise is starting to feel stranger than a summer's day without rain in Glasgow. Luke McCowan's right. For the first dozen minutes, you could probably hear your pal ordering a pie 3 rows down. And for a lad on the park, it must have been surreal. But here's the thing, mate. When the Green Brigade or anyone else decides to make their point, you and I both know it's because there's serious frustration bubbling away. Celtic's record signing Arne Engels couldn't drag us over the line against Hibs, and now McCowan's saying the team can't be distracted by protests. Aye, fair enough. The job's to get the ball in the net, but let's not pretend those silences aren't a message loud enough to rattle the boardroom windows. You and I can see the issue clear as day. Kyogo gone, Kuhn gone, Ida away on deadline day. No replacements, no proper number 9, and no plan. You can't expect Rodgers to cook up a 5-star meal when he's being handed leftovers by those upstairs. The reality is, the folk running this club look content with being just a wee step ahead of the mob across the city, but that's not Celtic. This club wasn't built on scraping by Rangers. It was built on dominating, setting the standard, making the rest chase us. If you're happy to sit there with your hands in your pockets while Hearts sniff blood and we draw blanks at home, then you're in the wrong seat at Parkhead. Look, McCowan's attitude is spot on in a way. Keep your head down, play your football. But even he knows, and so do I, that it doesn't matter how many neat passes you string together. If there's no one up front to bury it, then we'll keep hearing the groans grow louder than the silence. And let's be honest, silence or not, the minute the board get their act together and sign the quality needed, Paradise will be bouncing again. But until then, I'll say it. Who's really letting this team down? The players giving everything on the park, or the suits upstairs who'd rather save a penny than back a squad capable of blowing the rest of Scotland away? So here's the question for you, and don't hold back. Do you think the silent protests are the right way to shake the board into action? Or is it just hurting the players more than the directors hit that subscribe button? Lads, let's giant loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. You see, when Brendan Rodgers comes out and says Arne Engels is very important, but then admits he's not starting him because Benjamin Nygren's got more of a goal threat, well, that tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? That's not exactly the glowing vote of confidence you want if you've just smashed the club transfer record at 11 million quid. Important in the squad sounds more like a polite way of saying bench option to me. Now, I'll give you this. Engels has his qualities: tidy on the ball, good size, works hard, but when the manager himself is basically saying you don't carry the same bite, the same numbers as your teammate, then you're on borrowed time. Nygren's record speaks for itself. 52 goals in just under 200 games. Engels, 16 in 150. You don't need to be a mathematician from Sucky Hall to see the problem there. And here's the thing, at Celtic, you don't get years to develop when you're the club's most expensive player ever. The expectation is instant impact. The jersey demands it. You're meant to tilt games, not just keep them ticking along. Nygren offers that goal threat, that spark, and Rodgers is right. We lost a pile of goals when Kyogo and Ida left. Someone's got to fill that void, and right now it's not Engels. It's not that the lad's hopeless, far from it, but you can't hide behind potential forever. Paradise is unforgiving. Flashes won't cut it. Not when hearts are lurking, not when Rangers are desperate to cling to our coattails, and certainly not when we're dropping silly points because we can't kill games. So here's the question for you, and I'll be blunt. Did the board make a mistake throwing a record fee at Engels when what we really needed was proven end product? Or do you think he'll come good if Brendan keeps the faith? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jai it. Laldi till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. You know, there's something brewing at Paradise that goes far beyond what happens with the ball at someone's feet. Chris Sutton's been hammering home a point that every Celtic supporter has been feeling deep down. The board are walking straight into a storm. And this isn't just a bit of drizzle on Sucky Hall Street. This is thunder over Parkhead. Now, I was there against Hibs at the weekend, and let me tell you that 12 minutes of silence was eerie. You could hear the players shouting. You could even hear folk having a blether in the stands, and that's not what Paradise is meant to sound like. It's supposed to shake the place, rattle the opposition, and remind everyone who we are. Instead, it was a message loud in its own way. The board's running out of credit. This isn't just a moan about one poor transfer window. It's years of lessons learned that were never actually learned. We've been sold the same old patter while we've watched other sides creep up thinking they've got a sniff, and we've let ourselves drift closer to their level instead of stamping our dominance. And let's be honest, being just better than Rangers is a low bar. It's like saying you're proud of being drier than Glasgow rain. I mean, it doesn't mean you're actually dry, does it? Sutton's bang on. Rodgers is just trying to crack on with what he's got, but you can't ignore the elephant in the room. We lost goals, we lost players, and no one of the right quality came through the door. It's not Brendan's fault, it's the suits upstairs too busy polishing their chairs in the boardroom. And now with Braga coming midweek, there's this plan for a 29-minute silence. I get it. I really do. The anger, the frustration, the feeling that enough's enough. But here's the rub. Europe under the lights at Parkhead isn't meant to be quiet. It's meant to be electric. It's meant to make the opposition crumble before we've even touched the ball. If we go silent for half an hour, Braga will settle right into the game, and that edge we've always had might just vanish. So here's what I want to ask you. Do you reckon keeping the silence going against Braga is worth the risk of losing that famous Celtic roar on a European night? Or is it time to back the team first and deal with the board later? Because at the end of the day, the team needs you and the board needs to hear you. But can you do both at the same time? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jai it loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs.